I am Reverend John Norwood, Councilman and Judge of the Nanticoke Lenni Lenape Tribal Nation. In 1682, Chief Tamanon, serving as spokesman for the Council of Chiefs, met with Governor William Penn in an area of Philadelphia. The location was on the banks of the Lenape-Wihitok, what is known today as the Delaware River, and was a traditional place of meeting for the chiefs called Shackamaxon. A treaty of friendship was forged and was sealed under the branches of a great elm tree in the traditional Lenape manner with the exchange of wampum belts. The Lenape, like many other northeastern coastal tribes, use small purple and white cone-shaped shell beads made from the quahog and whelk, called wampum, to weave into belts that bore patterns of great significance. The patterns in wampum belts would record important events, including promises made and treaties. Because the shells were taken from a living creature, the belts were considered also to be living witnesses to the promises made. The exchange of such belts would seal a covenant. Perhaps the most famous of the Lenape wampum belts is the one presented by the Lenape chief Tamanon to Pennsylvania Governor William Penn at the conclusion of the great Shackamaxon Treaty of Amity in 1682. Called the Penn Treaty Belt by American colonists, it was actually the second of two belts exchanged during the meeting between the Lenape chiefs and William Penn. Governor Penn had taken the time to learn the Lenape language and protocol. With this understanding, he honored our chiefs by presenting their spokesman, Tamanon, with a wampum belt that he had commissioned. This lesser-known belt depicted the pure intentions of Governor Penn by depicting a colonist with a light heart standing near a Lenape Indian. The more famous belt depicts a Lenape joining hands in friendship with a colonist in the lines of two smokes, representing councils of leadership joining together as one. William Penn is recorded to have stated, "We meet on the broad pathway of good faith and goodwill. No advantage shall be taken on either side, but all shall be openness and love. We are the same as if one man's body were to be divided into two parts. We are of one flesh and blood." Chief Tamanon's words have been kept by our people. We will live in love with William Penn and his children as long as the creeks and rivers run and while the sun, moon, and stars endure.